Today I'm going to show you guys the fencing solution that we've come up with to keep deer out of our garden in Michigan. We have lots of deer here that come through our yard and our garden. We tried doing the fishing line deer fence. That's why we have these taller T-posts already set up. And we tried that first last year, and you'll see from one of our other videos that that did not work at all. The deer went right through or jumped over both. The fishing line was broken easily and they started eating our plants. So that did not work for us, and even though we followed some of the best practices on the fishing line deer fence, so we do not recommend that. However, we did find this solution, and it's a relatively inexpensive solution, even though we've got a good-sized garden. It's probably about 1,200 square feet, and I'll walk you through the parts of what we have going on here. So first we have the T-posts. You can see set up in the corners, in the middle sections, and then we've got two here at the entrance. And they're taller than they need to be because we had them up originally for that fishing line deer fence. But if you were going to do this from scratch, you probably only need these T-posts to be in the 4 or 5 foot range. Next, we've got the string that is electrified, and I'm not 100% convinced that it needs to be electrified, so maybe you could try it both ways. But this is what's called the 3D fence, and deer apparently have trouble with navigating 3D obstacles like this. So you can see our top line here we have at 4 feet. The next line we've got at 2 feet, and then 3 feet out we've got another 2 foot line, and this creates a 3D barrier for the deer. And there's something about it being 3D that the deer aren't able to figure out how to jump over it. And so far here in Michigan, we haven't had any problems with deer entering our garden after we put this up last year. On the corners and on the T-posts, we just have these inexpensive insulators. On the outside, we have these just stick in the ground easy posts for the outside perimeter, one that's 3 feet away, and those cost only about $1.50 a piece. You can get approximately 1,200 feet of line, I think, for about $40. So all in all, we could probably spend only about $188 is what I had calculated on the fence. Now, you don't need a charger that goes 10 miles, so you can probably get away with maybe a $50 charger, or none at all if you wanted to go that route. You will need some of these attachments here. This is what we did with the gate. We have it connected here. This one probably isn't electrified all the way across, but all we do is have these hooked on, just tension. You can see it's hooked on both sides there, and that gives us access to the garden as we need it, while still keeping everything electrified. We found that this worked really well, and we hope that it'll work for you too. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just leave it in the comments and we'll get back to you. Thanks.